Hello, this is day 24 of my drawing practice. So last time I was practicing with Lele. This is Lele. So I got her general shape on the left. I did use this, I didn't trace, but I used this to check the accuracy. Anytime I drew new lines, I made sure to turn it off. Yeah, and the accuracy is pretty good. Maybe this line goes a little bit more forward than it needs to, which I might modify in the drawing I'm doing of her, but currently I'm doing a drawing of her, and this is what I got so far. So it's pretty close, except for this black part going too far forward. But yeah, I think it looks like Lele. So I'm happy with it. So today I thought I'd try another piggy. And I was going to do the next one we got in order is Penne. So Penne Lane is in my... So Penne, I want to do... I think this picture is pretty cute. So, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to... Let's do like I did for Lele. I'm going to do a frame. Let's see, let's pull up the frames. Rectangle frame. Okay. Got the frame, so I'm gonna put that picture in the frame. Ooh, no, that didn't work. Okay. No, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. How do I forget how to do this every single time? Okay. So, minimize those frames, and let's do a frame. Start out that big. Okay, the new frame's here. I'm gonna put that at the bottom, and then put her... There we go. And can we adjust the frame size? If I go to the frame, I choose this guy, I can move it. This one I think I can adjust the size. Okay, so let's put the top of her ear and her cheeky just touching. And then the frame itself. Okay. I can't see her foot, so I'm going to have to guess what her foot looks like. But the end of her booty is about there. Okay, that's looking about good. I didn't really do a warm-up today. So shake my hand, shake my hand, shake, 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 shake. Okay. So, moving this whole thing. Oops. Let's move this off to the side. And layer. Duplicate layer. And move it off to the side. Let's zoom in. I want these right... There's something on my keyboard. Go away, go away. Okay, there we go. Okay, bring this down to there. They're touching because they're so close. They're friendly. Penne 1 and Penne 2. So, let's see. That's the copy. So, I want the copy on the bottom. Okay. So, what I need to do is hide that. And I don't want the white either. So, yeah, we're going to go on the gray. Okay. So this has taken about 4 minutes and 30 seconds so far. Oh, I forgot an official splash poster. Let's see. It's a new layer. Let's see. Color. Red. What does Lele say? Lele says it's... What day did I say? It's day 24? day 24! Exclamation point. Okay, so thank you, Lele, and goodbye, Lele. Okay, so, going back here, let's see. Let's get some basic measurements. Okay, or even better, let's get some basic shapes that I'm seeing in this picture. Okay, I want a pencil. Where's a pencil? That's a pencil. Okay. Got a pencil, gonna draw. No. I don't want my finger to draw. Okay, did I turn some? Oh, okay. I turned off. They use different tools with fingers and pens. Okay, so there we go. Okay. So the head's got that basic shape, and the body's pretty round because she's a round lady. Little triangles coming off for where her legs are. I think this toe's gonna be going like that probably. And then the ear is a little droopy. I wonder if you can see the notch in her ear. The notch is right there. Got her at a discount, apparently, because she had a little notch in her ear for reasons unknown. But she's still a cutie. But maybe it's part of her character, so maybe I should keep that little notch visible in the final drawing. Okay. Yeah, let's see, colors. I think there's white near the end there. The face and body are separated pretty well by the colors. Got a dark patch right there. It's not part of the ear. Her eye seems pretty even on the top and bottom. Got a clear, little pinkish area around, and pinkish area around the nose because of the white face. Okay. Okay, I'm getting a good feel for Penne. Okay, let's get rid of those. And now, how to transfer her to the other one. Okay. The side profile looks good today. Okay. If I'm looking this way, I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking this way, I'm looking at the screen, main screen. If I'm looking that way, I'm looking at the secondary screen to make sure that my face is still moving and that the connection's still good between the camera and the computer because it's connected through Wi-Fi. Because I can't get my phone to connect through USB. Somebody's sleeping back there. Okay, so let's see. The space between her face and let's see, I want to draw on this one. Yeah, I want to draw on that one. So the space between her, there's a little space I left right there. So I should have a ruler or something, that would help. Or a piece of paper. Paper. Where's the paper? I think I got a clipboard. Okay. Just cover my face up. Okay. It's about right there. Got a little bit of space. And then, got about that much space. That's basically we get some special rulers, guides in, can say, yeah, so that was about right, my measurement. And maybe the closest part to, yeah, those, my two measurements were pretty good. Okay, confidence. Okay. So, so between those two lines is a curve, so we have to figure out where this highest point is on the picture. So let's see. Let's say, got a nice coaster from Nico and to measure with. Okay. Let's measure all the way to the back of the ear. Back of the ear goes, let's say it goes about, is it there? Oops. We're gonna have to measure again. Let's say it was a, why is there a separate layer for rulers? Okay. It's about there. Okay. So, the back of that top ear, oopsie daisy, goes to about there, the end of the, about the middle of the blue on this guy. And so if we do the same thing, yeah, that's about right. I mean, so if we make that show, yeah, perfect measurement. Okay, so, it goes pretty flat, and then, let's see, it goes pretty flat for a bit, and then it curves. Goes pretty flat for a bit, and then it curves. Let's see, how accurate was that? No, surprisingly, I curved too early. Okay. Okay. No, how I somehow curved even earlier. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Let's see, okay. That has to be it. No! Why do I curve so early? Okay. Okay. If I get the measurement of the ear, yeah, see, that's the problem. I'm thinking the ear ends too early, so that's why I'm basing it off of that. See, because then that's basically right. Yeah. So top, yeah, and then I make, so yeah. Okay, because, yeah, once it gets there, it kind of curves. You can also use that line going straight down, because we show that line going straight down. That's where the eye actually starts right here. That's about the position of the eye. No, it's too low. Okay. It's the right one, way one direction, but too low. Okay. So we say that's the eye position. No, why do I always go too low? Okay. Okay, compare it to the picture that I'm looking at here. Okay. Okay, I understand. Okay, the eye's like there. Okay, so let's get that eye shape in, and it's a little too high, but I'm not gonna, I could just use, I mean, this is digital, so I could just use the lasso tool and move it, but no, it's not what we're gonna do. That's not what we're about today. Okay, and if we go back to this guy, if we, I can't draw on this. Okay, there. Okay, let's see. Okay, because if I do, I can do a straight line. Yeah. So I can see that the foot starts a little after that. You go to the front of the ear, which is about here. You can see in that space is where the foot is. Okay. Okay, switching back to you. Okay. Oops. That is the wrong tool. Pencil. Is that curve about the same? I think it's a little less on that side. Okay. Like that? Is that good? That's perfect. Good job, Adam. And that curve actually continues all the way back to this guy. Perfection. And then that starts a little up there, going down. We see I got that line perfect too. Okay. Okay. So the nose is basically lined up with the eye. Yeah, the nose. This little guy is coming down, because right here is the mouth. It's the cute part of this, the charm point of this picture. That's why I chose it. Guinea pig lip is interesting because you have this line going down, and sorry if I'm out of view of the camera, it doesn't really matter. And then when they open their mouth wide, it's like splits up. It's like if my lip were like this, and then I open up. Yeah! So, like a little open, it looks weird. All the way open, it's cute. Okay, so get the ear shape, that back ear. It's about that shape. Pretty good, Adam. Good enough. Okay. And then, let's see. Let's say the back end's about there. So this goes down, and then kind of curves like that. So my straightness started out good, but then it rounds out more in the back. Okay. So erase that. Like that. Is that good? That's good. Okay. And then that part goes down to, let's see, it's about 1.5 index fingers out. Let's see, that point where I'm at is about right. It's about there. Curves back up. gave her a bigger booty, but I think her booty's bigger recently, so maybe that's an okay choice. Because she's, out of the girls we have, she eats the most. So, I think that's good. No, it's way too round. I totally messed up the belly. How much did I mess up? Oh, I messed up even earlier. Yeah. This right here. It's going higher. So the problem is, it goes higher like that. But it doesn't go all the way, yeah, so right there, and about right there is the leg. Yeah. So we got most of her. The mouth part was pretty accurate. I could probably make the mouth go a little bit more here, this way. Okay. So the important parts, you gotta get the curve of the head. So, like this curve, there's this curve here, but that, it's like more of a drastic connection to that line right there. And then there's that line going back there. If we check, yeah. So, we know this part's going like that. Maybe the ear, let's see, if we look at that line going to the top of the ear, right there, and then the ear is going off like that. Maybe it's too far back, because it's going, yeah, it's too far back. Making a mess of my ear estimates right now. See, I could tell it was too far back, because I knew I was accurate with this bottom measurement. So, yeah, if your measurement's right, then you gotta trust it. Okay. Yeah. So, because if I have the measurements right here, then inking will be pretty quick. And I've gotten more confident with the coloring part. So this will be faster than my previous piggy drawings and more accurate. Okay. So an overall positive. Let's see. Let's get the hand in before I forget. Think. Yeah. So got the claw. 1, 2. Yeah, again they have, piggies have 4 on the front and 3 in the back. Did the claw too low? Do your claws hang low? Well, they shouldn't, because they go higher, closer to the body. Normally I wouldn't care as much, but because I didn't care about as much when I did the other piggies, but I'm focusing on accuracy here and good measurements. So it's important to get those measurements correct. See, I'm still not... Okay. Clear your mind, Adam. There's nothing in the world except you and the... I guess Lele's there too, but you and Penne's foot. So, we know that one goes pretty straight. That one goes out good ways. That one, let's see, that one goes down to equal. And then that one's going there. But it's somehow still wrong because I'm not going forward enough is the problem. Okay, like the design is good, just the positioning's bad. Okay. Because it's a longer foot. She's got longer toes. She could be a piggy foot model if she wanted to. I don't think there's an industry for that, so I think she'd have difficulty finding a job. But as I guess it's a possible career choice for her in the future. Okay, as long as she's happy, I support her decisions. Though, I mean, it's like a baby being an actor. I don't think there's enough awareness to be making those decisions. Okay. So I got that shape there, and then that shape's going down like that. Cut off there. Okay. So between the ear, end of the eye and the ear, it's about that long. Okay. That long. So I was right about that measurement. Okay. That's going close to straight up and curving down. Okay. And let's bring that one down. I think that's about right. No, why do I keep thinking her ear's bigger than it is? Okay. Hear a lot of crazy movement behind me, but I'm just going to ignore it. Okay. About there. And then, no, that doesn't even go straight. Yeah, that curves in. That curves in like that. I shouldn't assume that's straight. And then here, I want to mark it with a dark line. That's where her little ear notches. Yeah. And then hair's coming out like that. Okay. And then got that going, a little dark patch going about there. That goes around. And then got the little white area right there. That area marks where the white's going, though the white's also going down that way. If we do a straight line, let's switch back to this guy. Do a straight line. You can see that, yeah, this sign needs to be a little, make sure it's a little bit higher. Oops. Okay, it is a little bit higher. Going to a weird point. Okay. Am I missing anything on her shape? I think honestly I'm just missing, I think my shape is pretty good. The only thing I'm missing is the foot, and I don't have the foot in the picture. So I have to figure that out on my own. So, okay, well I think that's good for now. I'm gonna keep working on this to get it to finished. I also have to finish her. So thank you for watching and have a good one. Okay, bye.